guys,
what's up? Today we're going to be showing you filming locations from a 1993 classic.
Rookie of the Year.
Yes, let's go check it out.
Check it out.
So yeah, funny thing about trying to shoot at a Little League stadium, not a stadium but a field, is that they actually play Little League games there. And as soon as we filmed the intro, people started pulling up and players started coming out of the field, so we didn't get to shoot anything. It was such a nice day, and then we came back like 2 hours later and now it's raining. So we're gonna see if we can wait out this rain and get the shots that we need to get to shoot.
We're gonna get them.
I think so. All right, guys, round two. It stopped raining. There's no Little League play, and we're gonna check out the field right now. We're in Westmont, Illinois.
And this is the Veterans Memorial Field.
Yes, I'm excited. Let's go take a closer look.
Windermere, Windermere, Windermere. What's wrong with that kid? You moron, you imbecile. Timeout, umpire, timeout. Rowan Gardner, get in the right field. I am in the outfield, and behind me is the concession stand. It is still green, just like in the movie. And in front of me, you can see the fencing with the yellow tubing on top. Unfortunately, there are no advertisement banners, and you can line up the center fielder with the houses in the background.
One major difference between now and when they filmed the movie is the dugout. They painted it. In the movie it's gray, and as you can see, they painted it green. One of my favorite scenes happens in front of the dugout, is when Henry has his arm in the cast and he walks by the girls, looks at them, and then walks up to his teammates. Hi Henry, bye Henry. I think I like this movie so much is the fact that it's playful, it's fun. A little kid gets to go play in the major leagues with grown men who are super serious, and they take the game almost too serious. When he's playing the Dodgers and he gets on base and he's taunting that pitcher, and he's just throwing out those funny phrases at the pitcher, and he just makes him so mad. And then his teammates get into it and they start having fun. Henry brings a little bit of life, a little bit of heart, a little bit of fun back to baseball, and I think that's what I really like about this movie.
Pitcher's got a big butt. Pitcher's got a big butt.
Pitcher, 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 pitcher.
We want a pitcher, not an underwear snitcher.
Hey, pitcher, you got something hanging out of your nose. All right, next up is Henry's Middle School. We're in Evanston, Illinois at Haven Middle School. Not much has changed. The facade still looks the same. The archways still look the same, but the doors have been painted white and the banisters have been replaced. But the statues are still there. The flagpole's still blowing in the wind. Look at that. Let's go around the corner to see if we can find the exact spot where he breaks his arm.
I am standing right where Becky and Tiffany were sitting when Henry and his friends walked around the corner and stopped right there at a tree. Unfortunately, the tree is no longer there, but we believe right where that hole is where the tree was. Also, we can line the shot up with the house across the street, as well as this divot right here where the girls were sitting.
I'm standing right where Henry's bully Little League teammate is swinging the bat and hitting baseballs. He says, "Hey, Rowan Gardner, good game yesterday," as Henry's talking to the girls. And then he says, "Hey, Rowan Gardner, catch." And he pops up a fly ball and Henry runs after it. So we think this is the exact shot because you can line up the side of the building, door and drain pipe, also the brickwork, and then look at the building and the windows in the background. They all look the same. One thing notably missing is grass. It looks like they turned this into a parking lot back here and took out most of the grass.
Let's go see if we can find where Henry slips on that ball and falls.
I'm approximately at the spot where Henry slips on the ball and smashes his arm on the ground. We know this because it's in the same trajectory of the guy hitting the baseball, and you can see these 2 trees and fence posts behind me. The track is a new addition, so we're just kind of guessing here. Are we in the right spot? What do you think?
Rowan Gardner makes the grab. Unbelievable.
Come on, Henry.
We are in Oak Park, Illinois, and you may recognize this ivy. This is where Henry makes the epic grab at the beginning of the movie. You can line up this shot based on the pillars here on the wall, as well as this crack. You can see that crack in the movie. Just across the street from the ivy is the alleyway I just ran down. That is the same alleyway that Henry runs to meet his friends with the baby carriage. In the background, you can line up the balconies and the stairwells to the apartments.
So I'm standing at the corner where Henry and his friends turn onto the main street. You can tell that because of the pillar behind me and the archway. Down the street, we've already lined up 3 shots. Henry and his friends run into Henry's mom outside the florist shop. And then when she tosses him the sunblock, we lined up that overhead shot of the windows. You can tell that that's the same spot because all the architecture is exactly the same. And then the corner where they're standing, he misses catching the sunblock. You can line that up because there's a sculpture in the background, and there's even, I don't think it's the same mailbox, but it could be, but there is the same mailbox sitting right there. All these shots line up perfectly.
It is super cool to be finding these filming locations because specifically here, everything's pretty much the same. And as a kid, I really enjoyed this movie because it's like the dream to possibly play for the Cubs, and a little kid does it in a movie. And as a kid, you're like, cool. But as an adult, you're like, that ain't happening.
Right behind me is Henry's doctor's office. You can line up the archway and some of the letters on the glass. Fun movie magic fact, the doctor's office in real life is located in between from when they turn the corner next to the pillars and Henry's mom's florist shop. You wouldn't even know it though by watching the movie.
We are still in Oak Park, and this is Henry's house. You only see the exterior a couple times in the movie. One, when the Cubs manager comes and asks for Henry Rutenverder. And the second time is when the mom throws the boyfriend outside and down the stairs for yelling at Henry. A lot has changed within 27 years. The house does look completely different, but you can tell that the banister and the woodwork is the same.
Rulenverder,
Rabenboozer,
Rasenbagger,
Garden Hoser,
Rulengruder,
Runamucker.
Rowan Gardner.
What did he call me?
We're in Chicago, Illinois at Wrigley Field. Let's compare signs from the movie 1993 to current 2020. There's not much difference other than some advertising because you gotta make that dollar bill.
After Henry's mom gives him the tickets to attend the Cubs game, you can see him and his friends crossing the street at Sheffield and Addison. Now, the field has changed drastically, so there's not much that we can compare it to. The only thing that we could find to compare that scene is this tan building behind me with the architecture.
As we walk around Wrigley Field, we run into the famous Chicago Cubs scoreboard. On the back of it, you see a Chicago Cubs logo and pennant. That's about the one thing that hasn't changed about this scene where Henry is dropped off to pitch at his first Cubs game.
Fun fact about the movie, there is an away game against the LA Dodgers, and that was filmed at our other Chicago stadium, the Guaranteed Rate Field, also known as the home of the Chicago White Sox. After they park and they run up to drop Henry off at the players only gate, you can see that there are some ticket booths. Unfortunately, those are gone, but a way to find this scene are the buildings in the background, as well as the apartment building across the street where Henry's mom asks him, "Are you ready?"
But none of the other Cubs moms will be there. Another fun fact about the movie, they filmed all the home game scenes at Wrigley Field in September of 1992 in between a doubleheader with the St. Louis Cardinals. So if you go back and watch the movie, all the home game scenes is just a sea of red Cardinals fans in the crowd. Obviously there's Cubs fans too, but look for all the red in those scenes. It's pretty awesome. What a fun 2 days. Yes, we did film this over 2 days. You can tell because of the change of clothes.
Yes.
It was hot and muggy both days, but that's all right. The sacrifices are well worth it, because my favorite part about filming this video was coming to this Little League field and experiencing this. I wouldn't say like bucket list, but almost close to it, because it's one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Yeah, my favorite part is definitely the field, because we had such a hard time filming it with the rain, the kids, all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked out though. If you have watched Rookie of the Year, which I'm sure you have because you're watching the filming locations video, what was your favorite part?
Yes, leave a comment down below. Let's start a discussion. What is your favorite part?
Let's discuss it. Let's reminisce. If you're liking our channel and this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. It helps. If you want to help out a lot, check out our Patreon and help fund the fines.
Fund the fines.
Fund the fines. And until the next filming location video, when it's rainy and muggy and hot and all that and stuff and blah, 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 but we love it always. Well, bye. I'm gonna break my arm. I'm gonna fall down on the ground. All right, but not really. You gotta get close, dude. So, what'd you think about the school?
Well, since we can't get in, it's just outside.
Yeah. Well, we don't even know if the inside shots were filmed there.
No.
I don't think they were. I mean, who knows? I mean, a $31 million budget, they probably, who knows? You know?
Yeah.